אוקיי, בוקר טוב חברים. That's it.
אבל יש לי פלוס שלכם
סתם לשיטו שלך מנחם. יאללה, we're up to פרק זין, פסוק י'. אל תאמר. מה היה? שהימים הראשונים היו טובים מאלה, כי לא מחוכמה שאלת על זה. There's people that they're always stuck in the past. You know what I mean, they're stuck in the past?
What?
No.
Real estate.
Sorry. Is it good? It's okay?
כעת שוחחתי פה לשם, אז לא... Shlomo HaMelech is talking about the people that if you ask him, do you have a rabbi? No. Why? All the same garbage. I'm sorry to use this language. You know, if you read the stories in the Holy Bible, what? Ayut Tzadikim. Today is money, politics, power. That's it. And he dreams to have something like 100 years ago. Those people were very serious. That's one. That's one attitude. Another attitude is, how come we don't see miracles today? Read stories about tzaddikim that did miracles. We don't hear any miracles. So you ask him, why don't you have a rabbi? A rabbi doesn't do miracles. I don't believe in them. I thought he could. Now I see he can't. Then for me, he's not the right person. שמעתם? אומר שלמה המלך, אל תאמר מה היה. שהימים הראשונים היו טובים מאלה. But the previous generations were much better than our generation. אומר שלמה, מי שאומר כך, לא מחוכמה שאלת על זאת. זה לא נראה לשאלה של חכם. אומר רש"י, אל תטמע על הטובה שהייתה בה על הצדיקים הראשונים. Don't wonder all the good that came to the previous generations. כדור המדבר, the generation of Moshe Rabbeinu, they had man, they got the Ananekavot, the clouds, they got water from a rock. I haven't seen 24 hours for 40 years. Wow. Or Doro Shel Yoshua, they saw the miracles when he put Am Yisrael, when they entered Eretz Yisrael and they saw miracles. 7 years war. And nobody died. Besides, Milchemet Ha'ai won because it didn't listen to the mitzvah Shabbat Torah. Other than that, 7 years war and nobody died. Nobody. Klum. Shum davar. Af echad lo met. 7 years. And they wiped 31 kings. Just think about a war. 31 kings. You wiped and nobody died for 7 years. That's Sayab b'doro shel Yoshua, b'doro shel David, kingdom. David, v'lachar miken his son Shlomo, Malchut Shlomo. They reached to the peak of the mountain. There was the best history of Am Yisrael was back then. Omer Adam, don't wonder. And you ask yourself, how come in those generations they had the miracles and we don't see miracles in our generations? אומר רש"י, כי לא מחוכמה שאלת. זה לא שאלה של חכם. It's not a question of a smart person. Why? שהכל לפי זכות הדורות. If the generation has merits and many merits, then you'll be lucky to see that. When the generation are down, don't wish, don't expect anything to happen. Meaning, sometimes the tzaddikim mitzad atzma, they can do miracles. Hashem should listen to the prayers, but there is one problem. The generation is now worthy to see that. So meaning, why don't you see whatever you wish to see? Look at the generation, look how people act. A big lesson. When you have a group of people who are together, and they have a rabbi, when the group of the people are bnei aliyah, they strive to reach far. They can see how, the benefit that they can earn from a rabbi. But if you take a teacher from a high school and you ask him to teach a second grade, okay, did he reach his potential with his students? He's going to teach them ABC, that's it. But did they were able to really get to know his knowledge and to suck his chokhmah, his wisdom, his knowledge? Did they? No. Why? Because they are second grade. Omer Rashi, כשיש זכות לדור, when the generation has זכות, then they'll be lucky to see how the Hachamim לוקחים אותם רחוק, רחוק, and then you'll see באמת a lot of miracles. But when the generation is low and below, and he wants to see miracles of Yoshua ben Nun, David HaMelech Habibi, איפה אתה נמצא? You lost. Are we getting here something, Albert? Yes or no? Good. Okay. מה לא הבנת?
What's the lack of chokhmah by saying, look at this beautiful thing that happened in the midbar?
Who said beautiful?
Okay.
I wish for miracles, not beautiful. I want miracles. I want to see miracles that happened 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 300 years ago. How come we don't see miracles? So he wants to know why. Answer is, look at the generation. How clean are the people? How pure are the people? But
don't we see miracles on a day-to-day basis now?
It's a natural one. אתה רוצה משהו ככה, יוצא מן הכלל, כמו שכתוב במשה רבנו, ענני כבוד, מן, בעירה של מרים, war that nobody dies, איפה קרה כזה דבר? Sorry? הכל, yes.
לימוד of this pasuk is to be grounded. You live where you are. Don't think of
you can think, but don't wish for anything because what do you do? מה אתה עושה to make this happen? כלום. So מה אתה מצפה? I wish, don't wish for anything. What do you do and what do your friends and family do? So if the generation is down, אז אתה יכול ללכת למטה. מה אתה מצפה לניסים? Don't wish. הבנו? ומאוד. נמשיך הלאה. פסוק י"א, מוטי.
תודה חוכמה עם נחלה, ויותר לראשי השם.
לרואה.
או לרואה, ויותר לרואה השם.
ובכן, טובה חוכמה עם נחלה. Wow, this is a great pasuk here. When you have someone that has wisdom, if a guy is a wise man, and in addition to his wisdom, he has also wealth. When wisdom and wealth are together, this is something that you could, wow. Why? Because with the money that you have and the knowledge that you understand, you can go and reach very far in life. Again, someone that has a lot of money. אבל פה זה הכל חומר, הכל physical, זה life and enjoy life. You're not going to reach far anyway. But if you have money and you have wisdom and you combine it together, that's an explosion. You could take it and reach so far. תראו מה זה אדם אחד. לקח article, לקח תנ"ך, took Shas, and he turned a book that's without the art scroll. I don't know where the American people would be today. Think about you, Albert. And Don, Steve, and others. If we wouldn't have the books that you guys have right next to you guys, also you, Mr. Amnon. If you wouldn't have these English books, what would you open today? A novel book. What book would you learn in the morning? If you didn't have the English books that took the whole Gemarot, the whole Shas, that people would not even open because they cannot even read and understand Aramaic. And look what one person did. He had some money, a little bit, and he had wisdom. He combined it. He took that dream outside to the public, and they got donors to come and give money. And look what happened. He made a revolution in the society in America. I'm talking about the Jews. Think about it. Just think. Without the English Gemarot, how many people would learn today Daf Yomi? Just think. And because there is the money for that, look how many thousands of people are learning Gemara every day. How many thousands of people they learn, period, not only Gemara, but it can be Chumash, it can be Rashi, it can be Navi'im, it can be Tanakh, it can be Midrashim, it can be Halakha, it can be anything. So you took money and you combined with the wisdom together, and look what happened. If we had money and people that they had no vision to do something for the next generation, to the young generation, we wouldn't be here today now. We wouldn't be here. The reason why we're here is because you had people that they had dream, they had vision, and with the money, what they did, they combined, and look what an amazing thing they did today. Do you hear this? My father, God bless him, he's involved in this huge project. And one of the amazing things that now they're working on is not only to have it on a book, but you have an iPad, tablet, you have the whole Shas. They have it already, it's done, it's out there, you know. You have the whole Shas on a tablet, on an iPhone, that you can download and get everything you want. Now, not only did they work on the whole Talmud Bavli, they were working also on Talmud Yerushalmi in English. And they have now also the Gemarot in French. Think, but it costs millions. You have to have You have people that they sit for hours and they work on it. You know, what a huge team you have to do so. And for that, you need money. So a person that I shouldn't give him the money and the knowledge to understand the meaning for that, do you know how far you go with that? How special is it to have wisdom and you have also money for that together? If you know what to do with that money, you'll take your knowledge to a whole different level. People are very impressed with education. People know he's very educated. This person is very talented. He's very educated. Why people are impressed? Chokhmah that comes into action, it's a whole different level. If you are a very wise man and you do nothing with your chokhmah, so yes, you dream to be rich. If you dream to be rich, you have a target, you have a mission. Well, the day that you'll become rich and you'll have chokhmah, wow, what you're gonna do with that chokhmah, it's huge. I know someone, he had a business in Hong Kong. I'm not going back 30-something years ago. And he had it, I believe, about 40 years ago, before we knew the whole thing about Hong Kong and China, about 40 years ago. Today, we all go there. But he was, I believe, maybe more than 40 years. Anyway, the guy wasn't so religious. Let's say he was not, he didn't keep Shabbat at all. And a rabbi came to his business office, he came to his office, and we met him there. And slowly he got together. And then later on became more religious, and then he opened the shul over there, and then he moved. And then he did Aliyah to Eretz Israel. In Eretz Israel, he got to know one of the biggest Hachamim of our generations. And today, I can tell you, I don't know how many years, he learned with him Hatorah every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, he learns with him Hatorah. How lucky is this person that he is able to learn with this rabbi? For honesty, what made him so lucky to learn with the rabbi? Two things: the money that he has, so he can ask the rabbi, I want to learn with you, and he gives a lot of tzedakah for yeshivot and kohelim, and that's what got him to learn with him. That's one. Second, he understood the meaning. He was smart enough to understand, I have money, let me do something with this money. So not only he wants to invest in real estate, but I want to take my wisdom to a different level. So I want to learn with one of the top rabbis in our generations. That's what he does. So he has a Hatorah with him every week, Wednesday night, a couple of hours with him. And I know this is for years.
Which rabbi?
So he took that money, he's buying חוכמה, he's buying wisdom. מה זה? יש לה כסף, ואתה יכול ללמוד with the top rabbi in the world, one of the top תלמידי חכמים. He's one of the leaders of our generation. And he learns with them. How lucky is he? We had in Mir Yeshiva, I forgot his name. He used to learn Hatorah with the Rosh Yeshiva every Friday. Every Friday, I believe was from 1 o'clock, I think. 1 o'clock afternoon, he was learning with the Rosh Yeshiva Hatorah. A Baalabait, a simple person, was just simple. He learned in me before, and he went to business. If I'm not mistaken, his business was, he used to sell to the U.S. Army the uniforms to the soldiers. I have business שלו. אתה מבין מוטי? מוכרים סלפון. he would deal with Millions. You sell to the United States Army the uniforms for the soldiers. That's a business, you know. You can imagine, and he was very wealthy. But that person, and by the way, I need to auto every day. Afternoon, he would come to the yeshiva every day to learn. He had a haruta. He had a haruta with his friend. To learn every day. Gemara every single day. Samata?
Since he left the yeshiva, he's still
Yeah, I left the yeshiva not because I want to run away, because I need parnasah. And I got Hashem give him a blessing, and he got into a good field, and he sold, you know, a uniform to the uniforms to the government. So I started with kesef. But every day he would come to the yeshiva. Okay, to learn with the Habud, that's nice, but we're going to grow big time. I want to learn with the Rosh Yeshiva, the top rabbi. Okay, Friday, that's his day with the Rosh Yeshiva. So I used to watch him. Yeshiva used to learn with him and call him Yeshiva for years. Now, why was he lucky to learn with the Rosh Yeshiva? Let's face it.
Money.
Because he had money and he gave a big donation to the yeshiva that he learned, and he wanted to learn with the rabbi. And the rabbi gave him an hour or two from his time, which was very precious. The only day where he was, he got to learn with the Rosh Yeshiva was Friday afternoon. Learn with him one-on-one with the Rosh Yeshiva. You know how lucky you get to learn with the rabbi one-on-one. And he gave him every Friday. I saw him there. Why was he lucky? If you dream to become rich, if you're not going to have the right dream, you can have aggravation, mitzvah, and pain, and fight. Stay the way you are and be quiet and just live life. But if you dream or you have a dream, if you're there already, make sure, so that's one way. That's one way how to learn the pasuk. Yes.
Can a goy have chokhmah?
But
you need.
Goy yesh lo chokhmah.
So a Jew can have chokhmah without Torah?
מה?
Can a Jew have chokhmah without Torah?
בוודאי, אבל זה לא מה שאנחנו פה מדברים.
מה מדברים? Different chokhmah?
יש לנו פה, גם לגוי יש חוכמה, אבל החוכמה הזאת זה בלי דרך ארץ. מה שווה?
What Shlomo is saying is chokhmah.
זה חוכמת התורה, בוודאי, זה חוכמת התורה. זה החוכמה. That's the wisdom. זה החוכמה. So to get to know, לשבת עם החכמים וללמוד את התורה של הקדוש ברוך הוא, זה משהו, אי אפשר להבין את זה.
To have chokhmah and money, the guy has to be brilliant in Torah, no?
The opposite. אם אני מבין שאני רוצה ללמוד, that's really the level. So you take the money and you invest. You take a rabbi, I want to with you one-on-one. And I'll pay you. And pay him top. ותלמד איתו. ותשאב את החוכמה שלו החוצה. זה נקרא טובה חוכמה עם נחלה. אתם מבינים את זה? So היו אנשים עושים את זה. I once showed you. פעם הראיתי לכם פה. A letter, שותפות של יששכר וזבולון. עם חכם עובדיה. זוכרים את זה? You guys remember? אני אראה לכם, אספר לכם סיפור. היה הבן של חכם עובדיה was here. I believe 40 years ago, maybe more, less. I can check the date on the letter. And he met one of the people in the community. And the guy is a businessman. And he tells him, Acham David, you want donation? Fine. Let's make a deal. If you get your father, do with me Yisachar V'Zvulun, I'll give you donation. Acham David went to get that much money. Goodbye. Okay, Chalas left him. He came back to Eretz Yisrael, and he told his father the story. Abba, Mr. So-and-so, he asked me to do shutfut with you, and he'll give money. ומה אמרת לו? מה אמרת לו? What did you tell him? בוא נאמר, יבשלות. תגיד לי, מי קבע? אתה שאלת אותי? אתה שאלת אותי, מה אתה אמרת לו? לא. תגיד לו כן. חכם עובדיה. I have a copy of it. I have a copy of the letter. למה?
Meaning, if we learned that there was a story that the person said, now you want to?
לא על העבר, על עכשיו. אתה תלמד מחזק אותך. So, הוא עשה שותפות עם חכם עובדיה. וחכם עובדיה, אדמוני gave it to the college. They have it down. Where's my phone? Mitch, you want to see my phone is over there? One of the community here, שמעתם? עשה שותפות עם חכם עובדיה יוסף. You can imagine מה זה? וואי. בוא נראה איפה זה. I haven't. בוא נראה. מה אתה אומר?
That's smart with money.
He passed away. איפה זה?
That's it. He just gives money.
Yeah.
Huh? Just gives money if Zema speaks.
תביא בחג אחד נדבר, אל תדאג.
No, but person doesn't have to learn himself.
אמרתי לך תביא.
I imagine you're seeing
Rabbi, זה נכון how is so the person that learns it, he doesn't lose anything from his
לפי אור החיים, yes.
also it's מחלוקת.
אור החיים, זה 100.
I heard Rabbi also say that it's 100, that he
Okay,
keeps 100.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
זה,
He's losing to money.
so הוא עשה איתו, see a letter? הסכם יששכר וזבולון. וואו. אתה רואה את זה? לא רואה את זה. Dated? What's the date?
Ticket to
I don't see the date. I don't see the date. I mean, I can find out, but the person is, his name was Eddie Masrin. See, Mr. Eddie Masrin. What's his name? He passed away. ולמה אני אומר לכם את זה? So, the person לקח את זה, וידע מה לעשות. He knew what to do with his money. אתם מבינים? היה אחד, תשמעו סיפור. What a story. Listen to the story. משהו ככה יוצא מן הכלל. ובשמו ברבם, עליו השלום, they got him to have a meeting with a very, very wealthy person to give donation to the yeshiva. And he came to him, and the person asked Shmuel, how much money you need? אמר לו 36 או פעמיים high או 22. אמר לו $500,000. ישר. took a check, you were $500,000.
Shmuel, me. So?
So Shmuel.
Oh, this guy was going to Shmuel.
Shmuel then came to him and asked him, how much money, how long it takes you to make this money? If I'm not mistaken, he said either a week or 2 weeks.
Is he hiring?
So he told him, okay, so I'm giving you back check. I want you to come to learn the yeshiva for 2 weeks. שמעתם? Well, Rabbi, you know, well, I don't know anything. אתה לא לומד. You're not learning, right? You're not learning. Because you have to make money. So I'm asking you, how much do you make? How long do you work
So now he's paying
to
him,
make this money? So I don't know if either was a week or 2 weeks.
giving him the salary.
So you told him, I think, so well, okay. So look, I'm giving you now $500,000. Come and learn. They got blew away. He never ever in his life met such a rabbi. He gives him back $500,000. And he came to the yeshiva. He had a private jet. And he used to learn with Ishmael. I mean, he came to learn, but what it did to him, it shocked him. And I remember the days he used to come in as, driver, pick him up and drop him off. He was waiting for the yeshiva, and he used to learn with Ishmael. Tall guy, good-looking person, and and he didn't speak Yiddish. And Shmuel's English was, they had a broken English, but somehow they managed and they learned together. Shamatim Sipur, you heard such a story? This is another story. I saw it. I saw the guy. I used to see the guy. That's a crazy story, huh? Steve? Huh? Amazing story. See, I was fortunate to see such a great people. I was lucky to live in a generation that I saw how people can give back $500,000 and come and learn. That's how Torah meant to them. That's how they live Torah. Wow. Shamatem?
He cared about the people. Why we gave him the $500,000?
You know, when Shmuel passed away, I spoke to the Rabbi Admoni Kohelet. Rabbi, I wanted to hear, what do you have to say? That millions עברו תחת היד שלו, millions, and no money in the world took him out of his Gemara. Today, a guy learns in Kohelet, I'll give you 2,000. You drop Kohelet, you drop everything for a couple of pennies. That's how you value your Torah. If I believe in Torah, I stick to it no matter what. I don't drop my Gemara. That's the only thing that you could take you out of the Gemara. Other than that, nothing should take you from your Gemara, from your Seder, from your Havuta. Nothing, zero. יש תשמעו סיבה גוואלדיק. יש משנה במסכת אבות. 10 ניסים היו בבית המקדש. 10 miracles was in בית המקדש. One of the miracles is מעולם לא חיבו גשמים את אש שעל עצי המערכה. Mitch, what does it mean? מעולם לא חיבו גשמים את האש מעל עצי המערכה. What does it mean?
The rain never extinguished the fire on the Mizbeach.
The what?
The rain never extinguished the fire on the Mizbeach.
The Mizbeach had no, the Beit HaMikdash had no roof. And the Mizbeach had fire. And if it would rain, nothing, no, it never happened that the rain that went inside the Beit HaMikdash and under the Mizbeach, the fire is still on. You hear this, Steve? Sayanis. What does it mean to us? Geshem has 2 meanings. Geshem means rain, but also Geshem means gashmiyut. Gashmiyut. מעולם לא חיבו גשמים את האש על המזבח. Someone that has fire in him of Torah, no gashmiyut ever will take him away from the Gemara. שום גשמיות לא תכבה אותו. שמעת מות עליהם מה זה? Huge. היום כדבר, טלפון באמצע, לא מבין את זה. איך אדם באמצע לימוד טלפון פיסטוקים, זה לימוד תורה בכלל, מה זה? איך אדם יכול ללמוד? זה לא לימוד בכלל. אש על המזבח, no rain in the world ever יכולה לכבות את האש הזה. זה הפשוט אנחנו. אדם שיש לו תורה, והתורה בוערת בו, שום גשמיות shouldn't be able to take you away. You hear this? אבל מה? What happened this morning? I was tired. You failed. The bed took you. Not the money, not the pleasures. You lazy. מה עושים? מה עושים אותה למה עושים?
מתקרבים לרב.
מתקרבים לרב. רק שלא יציקו לרב. אוקיי? יאללה. אומר, ובזה נסיים, טובה חוכמה עם נחלה, ויותר לרועי השמש. Do you know what does it mean? בעלי בתים, people that see a rabbi driving a Lexus. Oh, I like it. I like this rabbi. He looks sharp. He dresses nice. You know, he's in fashion, but he's also big Talmid Chacham. Versus someone, you know, comes to collect money and is a Talmid Chacham. Who would you take more? Who would you be more impressed with? Come on. Unfortunately, people like to see the money with the Chokhmah together. So, and for the most, people out there that like to see someone that is a Talmid Chacham that also looks hadith. You know those people with the speakers? זה מה שאנשים אוהבים. הבנתם? עם הג'ל ככה, וגם כן כסף, וגם כן תלמיד חכם, זה מה שאנשים אוהבים. אומר שלמה המלך, so if you got to be the one, שיש לך גם חוכמה וגם כסף, make sure to do a good job with that. שבת שלום.